Welcome back to the Barley Lads. Today we're trying Kilbeggan single pot still Irish whiskey. This is Kilbeggan single pot still Irish whiskey. It's a single pot still out of the Kilbeggan Distillery, Kilbeggan, County Meath, Ireland. 43% or 86 proof. This is a non-age statement, but it's aged around 8 years. Price-wise, you should be able to get this for around $45. Mash bill, we're kind of guessing on this, but it's around 49% malted, 49% unmalted, and 2.5% oats. So this is the Kilbeggan single pot still Irish whiskey. If you haven't watched the small batch rye Kilbeggan review, please go back and watch that for the earlier information about the Kilbeggan Distillery. But this is the second bottling to come out of the reopened Kilbeggan after the small batch rye. And like that, it's around the 7 to 8 year range. And what makes this unique is beyond the 30% malted, 30% unmalted, but it also has 2.5% oats, which adds an extra layer of creaminess to the whiskey that you would get from a pot still in general. But the oat addition is very unique in this. It was also voted, or it was chosen by Whiskey Advocate as their number 8 whiskey for the year 2020. So this is a newer release. Not available here in Ohio. I was able to pick this bottle up in Chicago. But continuing the story of Kilbeggan, 1982, the Kilbeggan Preservation Society, or basically Kilbeggan residents, they bought the old distillery and cleaned it up and turned it into basically a museum. And they bought an old pot still from the old Tullamore distillery, which is maybe 20 minutes away. They're actually fairly close together. And at this time, it's a 180-year-old pot still. So when Kilbeggan brand was basically recreated by the Cooley Distillery, which I believe is just north of the Dublin area, what they did was they bought a couple of different brands, the Locked brand, the Kilbeggan brand, and they started producing whiskeys under that name. Eventually, Cooley was able to reopen the Kilbeggan Distillery in, I want to say, 2007, 2008. The second bottling, or second distillate that they made was a pot still bourbon, or blend of Irish whiskey, a pot still Irish whiskey, and that's what they started to barrel around 2010. And so this came out a couple of years ago, or about a year and a half ago, something like that, from that distillery that they reopened. And that 180-year-old pot still, which is the oldest still in use today, is what helped make this, along with other stills that they have on site. So you still get the pot still spice that you expect from, I'm going to say, Middleton, because those are the most popular ones. Redbreast, the Spot Whiskeys, Powers. So you still get some of that, but it's more grassy or malty, I feel like. It's not as old, obviously, around the 8 years compared to like Redbreast 12 or the Powers John's Lane. You do get some lemon. Yeah. Cereal grain, honey, very creamy, but you still get the pot still spice that you expect. So it's spicy. This is, for me, for the price, if this was available in Ohio, I'd probably have 4 on the shelf. It's probably one of the highest regards I could give to a whiskey. Just for the price, though, you know, you can get this. If you can get this, it's around $40 to $50. And comparing it to, you can't really compare it to a Redbreast because of the age, but it's unique enough, and for that price, it definitely has value. And I would certainly buy multiple bottles of this to to have in reserve. Thank you again for watching another episode of the Barley Lads. Today we've been talking about the Kilbeggan single pot still Irish whiskey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to find out when we're posting new videos. Slàinte.